Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, October 4th. No significant impact, still warm and breezy for today, but a significant shift to cooler, more moist conditions from midweek right on through the end of the week. And for most areas, season-ending conditions are possible. We'll get to that in a minute. Still some pretty big fire activity in the southern Sierra, producing smoke pushing into the western Great Basin this afternoon and again tomorrow afternoon, both at the surface and aloft, as you can see here. We had just a little bit of light precipitation down south, isolated lightning, but feels they're quite moist. Light initial attack across the area. And over the past week, it's been bone dry across most of the Great Basin, except for the Payette area up in the central mountains of Idaho and in eastern Utah and parts of the Arizona Strip. But you can see on the right, percentage of normal, very dry. And that's reflected on some of our ERC, still pushing the 90th percentile, where you see the red from the central Idaho mountains down into parts of Nevada, especially western Nevada, much more moist further south and east. Satellite imagery shows two things. Cutoff low off the Baja coast with some subtropical semi-monsoonal moisture still around, pushing northwards. At the same time, this area of moisture associated with this winter-like storm system off the British Columbia coast, pushing south and east, and these two will eventually meet across the Great Basin, producing a very moist period later on. We will look at that this afternoon, and there's the upper low, dry air with it, but moisture being pulled up ahead of it into Arizona and southern California. There is that big wintertime storm, but in between, we still have seasonably warm conditions. We're kind of in between the two low pressure areas, still a weak ridge of high pressure trying to hold in. See not much going on. Fairly dry, but nothing in the brown because of the longer nights. But we do have dry humidities near 10% across much of Nevada, low to mid-teens across Idaho, winds on the left fairly light. Now for tomorrow, that moisture from the south pushes up and expands as it starts colliding with this cold front approaching from the northwest. You can see the moisture coming through as we expect to see some rain showers across southern Nevada, the Arizona Strip, into southern Utah. Humidity down there coming up quite a bit, 30% plus in Vegas, in the 60s in southern Utah. Winds overall fairly light. You can still see very dry humidities, however, up into Idaho. So Monument Fire, some interior burning again possible. There were some gusty winds up there coming out of the south, but keep an eye on that. But by Wednesday, everything changes. This large area of green is overcast, showery conditions, breezy with these height lines coming together, but much more moisture coming in. You can see more green on the map. You can see the humidity is high everywhere, even up in Idaho, 30 to 40%. The driest areas are in the mid to upper 20s. 3-day precipitation totals, you can see a ½ inch to an inch across the Arizona Strip and southern Utah. Lighter amount, but still beneficial across eastern Nevada, pushing into parts of Idaho. And then we look at Thursday, and there's just that stream of moisture. Big trough of elongated low pressure. So basically, northern Nevada, all of Idaho, western Wyoming, northern Utah under the gun for significant precipitation. And maybe some snow in the peaks. You see everything turning green up there. And then just this moisture really intensifies Friday, moderate to heavy precipitation where you see this green across just about the entire area. We've greened things out on Friday. Saturday, leftover moisture across Utah, but the damage has been done. By Sunday, all areas in the green. More light showers here up in the central mountains of Idaho at this point. Not expecting to bounce back from this kind of a moistening at this time of year. 7-day precip total tells the whole story. Significant amounts of precip. Some places in eastern Idaho, 1 to 2 inches of precipitation. Some of that will be in the form of snow, maybe 6 to 12 inches on the upper slopes. Same thing for the Uinta and the Wasatch. And just a good dosing of rain everywhere, including the western Sierra front there, where we could definitely use it, and in southern Nevada. So all of our driest areas get good precipitation. And the 8 to 14 day outlook taking us through the third week of October shows sharply cooler than normal temperatures, above normal precip chances. So at this point, nothing to bring us back into fire season once this 7-day period is done. We'll be done. Thank you, everyone. Have a great